Alright, hey yo guys, what's up? I'm back with another what if, next part, 2 weeks in a row. Hey, that's me. Hey. Nah, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty high right now. But, that could make the video better. No, so apparently clearly a lot of you guys liked the last part, so I want to thank you guys for that. At least my channel ain't fully dead apparently, but yeah. Also, like last part in the beginning, I also said like, can you guys come up with names for a hero name for Deku? What the? No, okay, but yeah. Right now Saiyan is in the lead. If you guys can come up with anything else, that's pretty cool. But yeah, as of right now, it's probably gonna be Saiyan. But yeah, let's just get on with it. So Deku right now he's having a dream, and it's a flashback to when he asked like, "Can I be a hero too?" to his mom. When he was on that computer, bro, he was crying and stuff like that, like how he always do inside the anime. But yeah, so he wakes up and the teacher yells at him for sleeping in class, and he rubs his eyes and things. When will that memory ever fade away? And then as he stretches, because you got to get that stretch in, he catches Bakugo staring at him, and he Bakugo turns away, and Deku just doesn't even question it. So the rest of the school day goes as normal, but Deku just keeps on catching Bakugo glancing over him like he sucks, man. Like what's up with that? But yeah, it's weird, some stuff, it's stuff, I mean, all right, but yeah, when the day does finish though, Deku confronts Bakugo like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" And but he does it with no one else around, so like, "What's up? Like, why are you just staring at me like an idiot?" And Bakugo says back like, "Man, shut up, nerd. Like, if you really want to know, it's because I like comparing how godly I am to you." And that's like, gee, bro, nah. But Deku just he just does a cocky smirk and says, "Oh, good one. Next time I'll make sure to buy you a mirror for a secret Santa then." And he just walks off because he can't be asked to like talk with Bakugo, and he walks off as well thinking like something's different about him. Like he knows that there's something different, but he just doesn't know because Deku's keeping his power secret right now. I'm just saying. But yeah, so Deku, later he makes it to the forest again and starts doing his homework because um it's Gohan, and Gohan I guess believes in paper. So yeah. Can you imagine doing your no. Can you imagine doing your homework inside the forest? It's like a full circle because wood makes paper. Oh my god, dude, I'm about to do a high podcast. Okay, this is why you shouldn't smoke. But yeah, um, yeah, he does make it to the forest and doing his homework, but an hour goes by, I guess, and Gohan shows up and says like, "Hey, to Deku," and he puts away his finished homework now and says like, "Hey, back to him." And yeah. So it's been about a month between the first part and this part. So, there's that. And they begin their next session, but like then they both feel a huge like spike of energy. And Gohan tells Deku to like stay there and he goes to check out what it was. And Deku does try to like I mean no, he follows his instructions of course, but he tries to focus more on the energy that he feels because Gohan taught him how to sense others' energy, but he hasn't like fully mastered it yet. Like it's kind of man, I don't even know how key signature works, bro. That's kind of dang, but yeah, but he does say inside of his head like this power like it feels similar. I mean, familiar. And a few moments later, Gohan does come back, and Deku like asks what happened, and he tells him like, "Oh, you'll find out within time." And they just continue their training, and immediately skipping another 9 months, uh, the yeah, the U.S. The UA entrance exams are about to begin. So Gohan pulls out the capsule and tosses it with the fully repaired time machine popping out. So, he's about to go back and do his original mission. So Gohan tells Deku like good luck and he knows he can like easily make it in. So Deku thanks him and gets ready to like take off, but Gohan tells him to wait. And he also says like I think it's time to show you what you're truly capable of. And he begins to power up like normal, but the ground begins to shake and his scream like gets louder with the bright light. So Deku opens his eyes again and sees the Super Saiyan. And he hasn't seen Gohan transform. Like he's seen inside of his memories, but he ain't no shit. He didn't see inside of that shoot. But yeah, he thinks of stuff like this is the power of a Super Saiyan. It's so much stronger than I thought. And then like Gohan looks at him with like turning into like a kind of saddened expression. Um, I don't know if I could be bothered, I'd probably like put up a picture or something like that, like of a comparison of what I'm talking about. But yeah, Deku wonders why he looks like that, but then like the air around him starts to go crazy with like sparks of electricity surrounding around Gohan's golden aura, and he says, "And this is Super Saiyan 2." And in his mind, Gohan like remembers to when he first got the form and like what emotions he felt, like the amount of rage and sorrow. Like to be honest, he doesn't even want Deku to feel that like feeling if it ever comes. So Deku looks in awe, and Gohan gets serious, telling him like this power, like take your time before obtaining this. And Deku just, he nods, and Gohan powers down and says like, now I think it's time for me to like truly leave. Like I've been in the wrong timeline for a bit too long now. And Deku like asks if Gohan will return, and he says it's I don't know, but if I don't, make sure you save everyone and become stronger than me. Oh wait, and one more thing, and he flash steps and hugs Deku before he can do anything. And I want to say like a small pause happens, and Gohan eventually feels Deku hug him back, saying like thank you so much, and backs off, like looking away from Gohan, and then he just instantly flies off the UA. So Gohan smiles, saying to himself, like, now I know which bloodline he's from. It's from both my dad's and Vegeta's. And, he goes back to do his mission. So, he goes back to Dragon Ball Z time. So Deku makes it to UA and lands on the walkway to the entrance, and he hears others whispering, saying like, "Is this his only quirk to make him fly? Like, how is that a hero quirk?" And Deku like, he smirks and continues on his way, thinking to himself like, "Oh shoot, I forgot the others only have one ability." And then again, I technically don't have a quirk, but hey, I'm a god compared to you guys. So, I'll say everything goes the same as canon, except, of course, the Uraraka incident, like at the beginning, because there is no way that this boy's tripping. And, shoot, I'm definitely tripping, but, oh, dude, that was stupid. I'm not doing that again. But yeah, that didn't happen, and Ida, like, didn't call out Deku because, like, him and Bakugo don't, like, they didn't even speak. So the thing is though, Deku can like definitely tell that Bakugo has a huge power hidden within him, and he like he's known this for a while since he goes to the same school and all, but he just doesn't know how he has it. So later after the presentation or whatever it is, uh, Deku puts on his tracksuit and gets ready for the gates to open. And he says like I can feel myself getting more excited by the second. Because he's never tested out his powers like on an actual thing other than training. Um yeah, so then someone comes up and shouts, "Oh, dick." You already know that that's Bakio. He's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna show you why you aren't why there ain't any quirkless heroes." And Deku just stares back at Bakio and smirks. again being cocky, bro. He got that pride in him. But yeah, anyway, Magic Mike. Oh, Magic is that? Oh wait, I think I remember that movie. I never watched it, but shoot, I know some people liked it. But oh shoot, what was his name? It's something Mike. Is it actually Magic Mike? Because I don't think that's a good name for for superheroes. It sounds like a gay stripper. But anyway, yeah, he begins the countdown, and Deku begins to power up. So the ground begins to break, and an aura surrounds him, and he finishes it, causing others to be pushed back. I'm saying Bakugo is like really the only one that stands his ground and covering his face with his arm. But he lowers it back down, and bro, he looks pissed. Like Jesus Christ, man. But he gives a grin, and the count reaches zero, and he just flash steps instantly, breaking the ground he stood on, and even more. And with just one punch, Deku just sends like one robot into six others, exploding them all, like just like that. And in the stands, all the teachers are monitoring the students participating, and All Might is like staying focused on Bakio because, I mean, you guys should already know by now. But yeah, the other teachers though, they're curious about the green haired kid. Man, I'm gonna take a drink real quick. This time I got water. I forgot what I think I had tea last time. I so did not, bro. I just tried to, I just tried to talk with the water inside my mouth, bro. God, I so wish I had a podcast, bro. I would get like a few other people, bro. We do the high cast, bro. Oh shoot, bro. We be talking about so much random, bro. Dude, if YouTube works out, bro, I already know, bro. I'm gonna have a whole series of the high cast, dude. That would be sick. But anyway, that little break session's over. All right, where did I leave off? Yeah, yeah. So, Nezu, Principal Nezu, he asked All Might if he knows that kid, and he says no. So they both are like confused, and then they see another kid show up next to him with explosions destroying robots around them, and he kind of screams at Deku. He's like, "When the hell? Where did you get this? Like, when did this happen, Deku?" And Deku says back like, "Honestly, I thought you would have been. I thought you would have known this by now." And Bakugo looks annoyed and shouts back like, "Of course I suspected something, idiot!" Like, dude, I don't know why they just hate each other like it's all that, bro. They'd be like strange. I don't know. Shoot. But anyway, Deku lifts up his arm to the side and shoots a key blast at a robot, destroying it. Like, how confused are you right now? And Bakugo grips his fist and just throws a right hook, but stops and says, "I'll kill you." And bro, he just sounded like Ahmed from Jeff Dunham, bro. You remember that stuff, bro? "I'll kill you." But yeah, so he takes off, and Deku does the same, and like begins destroying more robots. Uh, Shoot. But yeah, All Might thinks like, who is that kid? He looks like someone I seen a while ago. Maybe. And then the other teachers and everyone else, they are fascinated though by those two's powers that's displayed. Oh, my leg fell asleep, bro. Oh, it just happened out of nowhere, dude. Oh god, that's strange. But anyway, um, yeah. What is it? Shoot, yeah. All Might thinks like, who is that kid? And yeah, it's just where what the fuck? Okay. Yeah, Nezu just looks at the amount of robots being destroyed rapidly and says, "I'm gonna press the button." So Midnight says like, "Are you sure?" And Nezu just he's like, "Yeah," and presses it. So All Might pays more attention to both Bakio and the other kid and thinks like, whoever he is, he's powerful, and even young Bakio knows him. So back on the field, Deku is destroying robots left and right, finding no difficulty in it, and he just decides to help out the others. So first he sees someone shooting lasers from his stomach, getting outnumbered, and he goes in to help him out, trying not to take his points. I'm gonna say like the the guy saves him or thanks him, which is fuck, what's his name? Dude, I'm saying that word too. I need to calm down. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, Ayama, something like that. Yeah, he thanks him, and Deku uses his key search. So yeah, but like yeah, I just want to let you get yeah, key is the same thing as energy, but I just will let you know. But he uses it to see who's tired and like finds a girl that looks worn out with like robots falling all around her. So he makes it to her and asks like if she's all right, and she nods, still trying to catch her breath. And more robots show up. Yeah, she gets ready to use the same tactic, and Deku just he helps out by keeping them still while she makes them float in the air and smashes them back down. And he tells her like that should be enough, but try not to push yourself too much. And he just flies off. She yells thanks and continues destroying like a few more robots. And then he just says like, "This is honestly really boring. I thought this would be like more of a challenge." Um, but yeah, from a distance, he can feel people's energy running from something, and he flies to it. So he makes it and sees a giant 0 point robot destroying like a part of the fake city. So he gets ready to use his special attack, but sees others on the ground about to get squished. So, and this is multiple people now. This isn't just one girl. This is multiple people. So he instantly tries to fly down to them, saying like, "I have to save them." And then a massive explosion hits the robot, and Deku sees Bakugo attacking it from all angles. So they both technically got that link, bro. They're like, "All right, I hate you, but hey." So Deku takes the chance to go in and save everyone from the danger, and Bakugo sees them like all get away in time and gets ready to finish the job. So Deku starts to prepare his attack, and as well saying like, "This is my fight, Bakugo, screw off!" And he just flies in the air and shouts, "This is my full power, Kame!" But yeah, so Bakugo hears him say that. He's like, "Oh, okay, okay." He decides to show off as well, like you're not trying to be outmatched. So it's a wonderful, the Yakuza. And then Deku's just over there like, "Ah, man, ah!" And it's a howitzer impact. So both attacks, they hit the entire area, and yeah, they everything rather boom, like the ground begins to shake, bro. All Might and everyone else, they look as both attacks disintegrate the robot, and the attack finishes and Bakugo falls from the sky. So Deku's body trembles, with his sleeves completely torn off, and Bakugo is about to like land into the ground, but All Might catches him, and the crowd like they all just begin to cheer because what they just seen was sick. All right. But yeah, so the old lady comes out and heals Bakugo and Deku, landing and getting healed as well. So All Might remembers who that kid is finally and says like, "Wait, but what is he, Corkless? Where did he get that unreasonable amount of power from? Was it all for one?" And of course he said that in his head because he ain't dumb enough to say it out loud. But yeah, Deku also senses something and he freezes up. There's no way. And he looks at All Might and can feel that him and Bakugo have the same energy. And Magic. Maybe his name is Magic Mike. Yeah, he comes over the intercoms and tells everyone that the exams are over and they'll get the results soon. So yeah, Deku tries to take off as soon as possible, but him and Baki are just given new clothing, which was UA gym wear. So the principal smiled at them, letting them know like that they both got in, and Deku tells him thanks, and flies off before anyone else could like say a word. And he lands at the forest and starts like destroying everything around him. Like, why are they? Why are they? What the fuck? Why? They're not talking about blood, but something else. Like I sensed it. And a bit of time goes by, and then Deku like he calms himself down because he was annoyed that he could send something like that. But yeah, once he does make it back home, he tells Inko that he made it in and is waiting to see what place he got. And I'm gonna say that Inko slowly did find out that Deku was meeting up with someone, and since Gohan didn't want to be rude, he just explained everything. She obviously didn't believe it, but that's just when Gohan gave her his memories right after he traveled. So yeah, like he didn't show any memories of Trunks dying and stuff like that. He just sent it to win stuff. Yeah. Shoot. Freaking out. Yeah. So yeah. It is lazy writing, but there's just it's either that or just not uploading. That's the thing. And she did also ask like if it was giving from like if Deku got it from her or the dad. But Gohan just confirms that Inko is also part Saiyan. So also I should have probably said that Deku did the exams. I mean, when Deku did the exams, his power level, I guess, technically was like 8,000, but then it's like 10,000 afterwards because of the boost Saiyans get. And I don't, what should I compare it? Maybe Saiyan Saga Goku. We'll try that. Yeah, Saiyan Saga Goku. We'll do that. Um, but yeah, Inko congratulates Deku and says, "I still can't believe that you're the same boy back then." And she does get to like begin to tear up, but Deku just doesn't want to deal with it and says like, "Hey, I managed to get a copy of the exams. Like, you want to watch it?" And she immediately just stops and both of them watch it. So, of course, after that, uh, like because she got like she was like, "Whoa, what the heck? Like, what type of powers are these?" And she's thinking like, "What's a Super Saiyan like then?" Um, should I keep on continuing? Dude, screw it. Why not? You guys are pretty cool. I might as well stick around a bit longer. Meanwhile, Bakugo meets up with All Might, and he asked about that Midoriya kid. So Bakugo says, like, I think I know what you're about to ask, and the answer is no. So he didn't get that. Yeah, he continues saying that, he didn't get that power from All for One. And then All Might says, like, how do you know that? And Bakugo just responds saying, you said All for One was evil, and I don't think he would give it to someone that cares for others. Didn't you see that damn nerd was just saving those low level extras throughout half the fight? And All Might agrees with him, but still isn't like 100% with it. So he did try to meet. I mean, he did try and meet Deku like after the sludge attack, but of course couldn't find him in time and just chose Bakugo because it looked like he had potential due to like the like misunderstood quirk awakening. We'll try that on the spot, baby. But yeah, so a week later, Deku gets his results and got second place with Bakugo in first. I'm gonna say like Bakugo got the most attack points with Deku behind on purpose, while Deku had like a ton of save points that weren't even known. And I mean, Bakugo did get a bit from the 0 pointer as well, and he just won by a small amount. So a few days later, on a Monday, I'm gonna say, because why not? Deku makes it to UA again, and he heads to class. So a few other people that made it in, they started saying like, "Hey, isn't that one guy with like all those different quirks?" And Deku just stops and says like, "Actually, it's just one quirk manipulation. I mean, energy manipulation. Can you imagine a quirk manipulation? That'd be a cool what if. I feel like that'd be sick. I don't know. I'll think about that. Quirk manipulation. That sounds alright. Okay. Um. And yeah, he just continues walking. So in order for Deku to not get suspicious, he decided to make up a quirk name, of course, that would make sense for others to get around. So he just opens up the classroom door and sees everyone surrounding Bakio, and then they all see him. So Bakio gives him that annoyed look as always, and they started to try talking to Deku. And he's like, "Hey, you're the one that almost got first place." And she said like, "My name's Momo." So, and then another one comes up with red hair. He says, "My name's Kirishima. That last attack you did, that Kame something, bro, that was so manly." And then you just got this stupid little dwarf underneath. Can I say that? Yeah, dwarf. Yeah. He's like, "I'm Mineta." So even though Deku was like trying to become a proud Saiyan and all that, bro, he still didn't really have any friends throughout school because I mean, I don't know. Maybe he beat up everyone that tried to like attack him or something. But that's probably what he did. It was just hard to make friends since everyone thought he was Corkulus. So Deku just awkwardly laughs and backs up into someone else, and Deku just quickly says like, "I'm so sorry. Are you alright?" And then he realizes that it's the same girl from the exams, and she notices it too. Like, "Oh, it's you. By the way, I don't know if you heard me before. Um, you know." And then also like, "My name's Uraraka." So someone speaks up and tells them all to sit down or leave, and it, of course, is Aizawa. The goat. So so far everything goes as canon, and they make their way outside, skipping the orientation. I think is that what it is? Shoot, bro, it is probably an orientation. I don't know. Um, they still get threatened by being expelled, and Deku just like he sees that as a challenge. So Bakio threw the ball, of course, since he got first, and he did get a huge amount. And after that, the challenge went the same, but everyone could tell that Deku and Bakio looks like they wanted to kill each other. So yeah, last one was the ball throw, and since Bakio already went, Deku was up next. But then he asked if he could go last, and Aizawa doesn't care, obviously, and everyone else goes up. And so far for the ball throw, I'm gonna say Uraka is in first because of zero gravity, and Bakio is in second. So Deku finally gets ready to go and can like sense Aizawa's ki spiking up, and he thinks in his head like, "Oh, so he's gonna use his quirk on me. Okay, okay, I'm gonna have to go along with this so I won't get caught." So Deku throws the ball as lightly as he could and gets 95 meters in his normal state. Like I'm gonna say he actually did try and like go as normal as he could. So yeah, he asked Aizawa like why'd he cancel his quirk, and he just hands him another ball because he was like, okay. So he does check to see if Aizawa will do it again, but he doesn't, and then he finally throws it with his full power. I'm gonna say it reaches out into orbit and just disintegrates due to the speed. So Aizawa shows the screen, and it says error. So everyone gets a bit frightened of Deku's power, and then Bakio demands Aizawa for him like to go again. And he just Aizawa just glances at All Might, who's hiding around the corner, and allows it. So he sighs and hands Bakio the ball, and he gets ready to go again. So as he throws it, he yells "die," and it goes out of like it just disintegrates before it even reaches the orbit. Just like Deku's, but it's like miles faster than his. So he begins to laugh while holding his finger and says like, "Don't you dare think you're better than me." Jesus Christ, that was like some freaking acting. What was that? Anyway, yeah. All Might as all they get impressed by the number two or the two's competition, competitive competitive, yeah, like, yeah, competition. Shoot, freaking Christ. I'm gonna go freaking crazy. I gotta end this. Competition between each other, but All Might still doesn't fully trust it because honestly, I don't even know why. But yeah, Azama then pulls up the score, and Deku wins with first place. I'm saying. And Bakugo wasn't too happy about it, but Mineta starts to panic, begging Azuma not to expel him. And he tells him to stop whining and that he isn't gonna be expelled. So Momo then says, like, wait, did you guys really believe that he would do that? Of course he wouldn't. And Deku speaks up and says, actually, he would have. I know what he's about, and he isn't one to take lightly. So he looks over at his own, and he does see like a quick, small little smirk for a second. He's like, "Oh shoot!" So this kid knows. Okay, okay. But yeah, so Momo and Deku they start going back and forth, but Aizawa tells them to leave already before he does actually expel them. And I think I'm gonna leave it off there because I feel like to me this feels like a 5 hour video, bro. What did I say? Bro, I probably came up with so many ideas this one without me even realizing it. Oh God, dude, I swear you become your smartest when you're like, bruh, freaking wisdom 1,000,000%. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you think of the video, and remember to like, yeah, hey, if you got a name idea, leave it down below. But uh, yeah, have yourselves a good one, and peace out.